Hey guys, welcome to another What's Coming to Disney Plus video for Ireland, UK. Once again, we're close to the near the end of the month, and Disney's revealed all the stuff that's coming to November. And from what I've seen, there's a few noticeable things that's going to be happening now. And well, I should quickly point out that this could change though, because Disney has a habit now of just randomly dropping some stuff within the month, as it happened before with this documentary thing from National Geographic, and they also announced, I think later until I think next week, that The Night House, the most recent Searchlight Pictures movie, was going to be on Disney Plus in October. So just take everything I say as just what Disney has said right now, because it could probably change as it continues. So just to point that out. But let's get into it and see what exactly is coming to Disney Plus in November in the island in UK. Starting off with the 3rd of November on a Wednesday, we have the ninth episode of Dookie McConnell MD. We have the 15th episode of season 9 of The Last Man Standing. We got episode 18 of season 18 of American Dad. We got episode 5 of season 1 of Reservoir Dogs. This is a show I have been interested in watching, but I just haven't got time yet to watch it, but I am interested in it. We got episode 13 of season 2 of Bless the Hearts. We got episode 9 of Why the Last Man Standing. I keep saying, ever since because The Last Man Standing in this show, I keep getting it mixed up. It's why, episode 9 of Why the Last Man. I keep getting that mixed up with The Last Man Standing. Why? We got episode 12 of Mix-ish. I'm trying my best to pronounce that with my abilities. We got episode 7 of season 1 of The Great North. Like with Reservoir Dogs, this is another show I'm interested in, but just haven't got the time yet to watch it. But I am interested in the show. And, well, was something I was not expecting to happen. Like, the thought was there, but I didn't know it was going to actually happen or not. We got episode 1 of season 20 of Family Guy. Yep, we're officially past the point now that Family Guy is technically now a Disney Plus exclusive show now. As the UK and Ireland Fox network closed down in July, kind of giving Family Guy among some other Fox shows kind of in question if they'll air on a network in Ireland UK first or go straight to streaming on Disney Plus. And looks like we found out that Family Guy is now streaming weekly. So it technically means, at least from the ones Disney themselves is involved and can release on Disney Plus, so not like some shows like Duncanville and some other Fox shows Disney might be involved in, but they can't legally put it on Disney Plus yet because of some other studio like Universal with Duncanville. But if you just judge from the Fox animated shows, that their own animation studio for Fox, that means The Simpsons and Bob's Burgers are the only shows not to be streaming weekly on Disney Plus. The Simpsons is because of Sky Showcase, while Bob's Burgers, I think it's either because of Comedy Central or recently ITV2, but who knows what's the case with that? And I get a feeling that Bob's Burgers might slowly join the rest of the Fox animated shows of being streaming on Disney Plus exclusively. The Simpsons more likely not going to have that, as Sky is still a charge of that. But still, you have season 20 of Family Guy coming. We just recently got season 19 about a week ago now, which was Sutton, but it's there now, so we'll get the whole series on there now, and as far as I can tell, I think by the time this happens, to be past 4 to 5 episodes of the season, so we'll still have a bit to go before Fox itself finishes up in the US. But that's about it there for Family Guy. We got episode 3 of American Horror Story Double Featured. This is the 10th season of the series. Again, like with other American Horror Stories, this one tells a different story than the other ones. With this one in particular, just telling two stories instead of one as well, like one half and the other half doing the other, but I'm still interested in seeing this. We got episode 1 and 2 of The Premise. This is an FX series about, I think, some form of legal sex trafficking stuff. I don't know exactly what this is, but it's from FX, so that's the most I know about it. We got episode 6 of season 4 of Marvelous Ladybug. We got episode 21 to 26 of season 3 of Vamelina, which is currently, I think, the last batch of episodes from this show to come out. We also got probably the rest of season 2 of Big City Greens coming. I say that because I said that back in my August video back, but it turns out Disney added the rest of season 1, so who knows if this actually is season 2, the rest of season 2 they'll add or not, but hopefully it is. I'm still watching Big City Greens, but I really like it, and it's a lot more episodic than the other recent Disney animations for their TV work, but that's not a problem. Phineas and Ferb did the same stuff, and that's been going on for years, so why not? Ready for Preschool Season 1, this more or less is a bunch of music videos related to a bunch of, Disney Junior shows. It's all that stuff for kids, so it's not my concern, really. We got Season 1 of Underworld Inc. This is, I don't know if this actually is a spin-off to the Drugs Inc. series, but it's more or less going down to the darker side of other places around the world, like with sex trafficking, more drugs, weapons, and such like that. It's more crime in general, basically. We got season 1 of Lion Ranger, another National Geographic dog. I'm giving up paying attention to all these animal documentaries. Nowadays, I don't even look up video clips for them. I just get the picture and just go from there because it's the same stuff over and over and over again. We got season 4 of Africa's Deadliest, another one. We got season 1 of Riding Britain's Railway. I think I mentioned this before in my September video, I think, but I guess it's delayed until, I think, in November, so there's that. We got season 1 and 2 of Mayhem MC. This is the kind of, I wouldn't say a spin-off, but a continuation from the Sons of Anarchy series. And I've actually been interested in both these shows. Currently, season 3 is not added yet because, for now, BBC and FX have made a deal with each other to stream this, to do the series first. But apparently that deal is set to end, I think, later this year, I think. So who knows how long until season 3 will come to Disney+. But there's also a 4th season in production, so there's still not the end of this series, but I'm interested in it. We also got season 32 of The Simpsons. Yes, we're finally here after a month after the US got it in September, but hey, it was like that last year with October in the US, and we got in November for season 31, so I guess November is always The Simpsons season month. Like I said, this will have now bring The Simpsons up to 700 or something episodes now, and, I'm still probably going to watch it because of The Simpsons and that. I still, love this show regardless of what everyone else says, but, and currently we are getting to season 33 now with, I think, the most 4 recent episodes out, so, we still have a while until season 33 will come, and we got season 34 coming as well next year, so there's that going for it. So now on November 5th, on a Friday, we got Illumination's fireworks show, Disneyland Paris. This is more or less just a kind of a montage type show thing for all the Disneyland Paris fireworks shows they do. If you like fireworks, that's good for you. We got $1 Million Moonwalk Heist. This was, I think, also another thing that was supposed to come out in September, but it was delayed until November, I guess. So there's that going forward. We got Courtney Ramo. Looks, I don't know if this is an action comedy, but it definitely has an action movie look to it from the trailer and this, so this image I'm looking at, so that's good. We got Deja Vu from 2006. another like one of those action movies from, I think by this point it was had to be from Fox because it was not from Disney's Touchstone. Unlike I think the Cock Mahone thing. We got Face Off. This isn't one of those films that in the US is owned by Paramount Pictures, but internationally Disney got involved with by using their Touchstone or the Balencia Via studio. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but it is another Disney international brand they use for the adult films. So, there's that. So that's why Face Off is here. We got The Insider. I don't know what this is, but it looks like another one of those action films, so there's that. We also have Home Alone 4. Yeah, we got the 3 Home Alone movies here on Disney Plus. We got the original, we got the second one, and we got the third one. So now it's officially time to add the rest of the Home Alone franchise in here. Starting off with, I think this is a direct-to-DVD movie based on the Home Alone franchise, where we have Kevin going against 3 bank robbers this time, with one of them being from the original 2 movies. For some reason, I don't know. It's another one of those ones that Fox wanted to cash in on Home Alone. And there's another reason why this is coming out as well. With we got the Home Alone: The Holiday Heist movie. This is from the AMC the TV movie that came out in 2012, which was another one that just probably Fox was like, oh, we have this old franchise, we can just dust it off and bring it back, whatever. So yeah, there you got the lesser 2 movies from Home Alone that either people like or even know existed. So there's that. We also got 2005's Wombats. This is the animated film from Blue Sky that I heard a lot of people talk about lately. Apparently there's like director's cuts and such like that. I don't know what it is exactly, but I've been interested in watching this movie for a while now, so it only took like a year and 8 months for them to finally add it here on Disney Plus. We also got a FX documentary film called Hexterial, where we focus on female stand-up comedians. And when I got the trailer for the clip for this video, there's a huge ratio, so yeah, this is going to go well. Now on the 10th of November, we have episode 10 of Dookie Moncano MD, which I think is the season finale of the series. I think. I don't know if this series has a second season planned yet, but who knows. We got episode 2 of season 20 of Family Guy. We got episode 19 of season 18 of American Dad. We got episode 6 of season 1 of Reservoir Dogs. We got episode 16 of season 9 of Last Man Standing. And finally, we have episode 10 of Y the Last Man, which is the series finale because FX decided to cancel the series. There's still currently some stuff that's coming up about why the series was canceled, and there have been mentions that they're planning to sell the series to another company like Warner Brothers with HBO Max to keep it going, which would have made sense to do than giving it to Disney and FX. Being it is based off a DC comic, so would it make sense to just go to Warner Brothers instead of FX? I don't know. But hopefully, they can do it. I watched the first 3 episodes and I'm sorry, I lost interest. I'm losing interest because did anything happen in the first 3 episodes that's not, the whole thing about why the men were killed by the mysterious, disease? Not much else to it, but, hopefully they can, bring the series back to another streaming service. Though it brings up, I don't know if it would make any difference to here with Disney Plus internationally, but who knows. We have episode 8 of season 1 of The Great North. We got episode 13 of season 1 of Matrix. We got episode 14 of season 2 of Bless the Hearts. We have episode 3 of The Premise. We have episode 4 of American Horror Story Double Feature. We got episode 1 to 13 of season 1 of Chicken Squad. This is another Disney Junior show. I am moving on. We got episode 7 of season 4 of Maximus Ladybug. We got a bunch of shorts from the Doc McStuffins series, Disney Junior. We got season 2 of Drugged, which is I don't think is related to the Drug Inc. series. It's just another happens to be another National Geographic drug series. We got season 1 of South America's Weirdest Animals. We got season 1 of Dead End Express. We have season 4 of The Resident, which is a Fox series. I don't know where it's currently airing here. Like maybe it's on Sky now. So technically, just Sky Showcase or Sky Max now because of how Sky has changed Sky One. But who knows? And we have season 1 to 4 of The Glades, which is I think a Fox series. I think I'm not too sure. Now on to the 12th of November on a Friday, which is Disney Plus Day. So every region is going to have whatever this will have, except there's some star shows here and there that's going to be premiering here. So, we do get one additional thing from the US, but mostly everything else everything else that's featured on here is going to be on Disney Plus all over the world. So there's that going forward for this day. Though technically our Disney Plus day would be in March instead of November. But, it's maybe just a celebration of Disney Plus in general, all over the world. So there's that. Starting off with, we have Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which is the most current Marvel film out there, and the one that has kind of been in question when it was going to be streaming or going to be released in theaters, because as the pandemic had slowly gone down a bit, cinemas are reopening since of, I would say, nearly at August, since of nearly like, I don't know, when was it, like early in the summer. Shang-Chi was kind of in question if it was going to be a premiere access with all the other Marvel stuff, or will it be released in theaters and then streaming afterwards. So Disney has decided to release all the 2021 movies with a 45-day theatrical window and then go streaming afterwards. So we will have a lot more Fox movies coming here internationally in November and December. Mostly in December, we got a lot of stuff coming. So Shang-Chi has done extremely well in the box office, so it has stopped one other Marvel movie from being a premiere access, which is The Elementals. I haven't seen this film, not really interested, so, there's that. We have Home Sweet Home Alone. This is a reboot, remake, or I like to call it a whip-off of Home Alone, where it's essentially Home Alone but British, because that's all it is. It's the same kind of setup, premise, and execution of Home Alone, just with British people and with modern technology instead of the old stuff from the original. I always say because there is some connections to the original Home Alone movies, like Kevin McAllister's brother is now a cop here, and there was a mention that Coley McCulkin is Mike reprise his role as Kevin, but he was later deny that. So I'm not interested in this. From the trailer, it just looked like one of those Asylum whip-offs of a popular movie. When I can just say I'd rather watch the original Home Alone on Disney Plus, and even the sequel, Alone in New York. The Jungle Cruise, which is I think currently the fifth and final film from 2021 that Disney decided to release with the premiere access, and then eventually release the free. So there's that, and hopefully it will stay dead after this, because it was an experiment that failed hard, especially with Black Widow. I think Disney might want to rethink how they did that. Still, this is more or less like Disney trying to do another thing like the Pirates of the Caribbean, where they release a movie based on their own theme parks. Right, so I haven't even heard many people mention this movie after it was released, so it kind of tells you that it's not good. We also have Olaf Presents, which was more or less having Olaf retell the events of every single major Disney animated movie with him. And I'm like, burn it. I'd be like categories. I'd be like, burn him, melt him, drink it. I'll drink him and I'll spit him out. It's I watched the trailer and boy, I'm like, boy, my ears. I don't mind Josh Gad as an actor. I didn't even mind Olaf in the first two Frozen movies. The second one, I just think he was kind of a little bit good here and there, but this is like ear grating, especially how high pitched he's gotten as Olaf. And yeah, I'm sorry. People complained about the Simpsons Disney Plus shorts. Maybe it's different because, it is from Disney and Fox, but, what was the appeal of Olaf telling the stories instead of letting the Simpsons do it? I don't know. I'm not probably going to watch it. My ears, I want to keep my ears from Olaf a little while now. You also have Ciao Alberto. This is a new short film that's based off Luca, where we follow Alberto after the events of the film, where he is settling in the city. And, it probably sounds like a cute idea. So, I might watch it. And we also have an untitled Simpsons short film. Again, this one's kind of a mystery because not much details have been revealed about the short. And, given the Disney Plus short, it more or less might be another mixing with The Simpsons and a popular Disney Plus brand, but we don't know what exactly it will be. Especially since there was supposedly, I think, 5 series of shorts, but we're going down to just 3 now. With Marvel, Star Wars, and now this. I don't know, maybe they could have more next year, but I'm interested in this one. And you can't go wrong with at least seeing that Disney is celebrating Disney Plus with The Simpsons, being one of the most popular shows of all time on launch. We also have the first 5 episodes of season 2 of The World According to Jeff Goldblum. This was one of the first the first out of these Disney Plus original series to come out back in November 2 years ago. So I guess we're getting the first 5 episodes of this, and it's unknown when we'll get the rest of it. But if you like your Jeff Goldblums, here you go. We'll also have kind of like a special thing for Star Wars about Boba Fett. Kind of maybe going on behind the history of Boba Fett and probably give us a little sneak peek towards the book of Boba Fett that will come out later in December. It sounds like a thing they would do. So there's that going forward for Star Wars fans. But it's funny enough, when I look through this list, this is the only little Star Wars thing we're getting for the month. Same goes with the El Bato short. That's the only little Pixar thing we're getting this month as well. So it's mainly a lot of Disney, Marvel, Nat Geographic, and Star stuff. We also got a little sneak peek towards the MCU, more or less going into more about Phase 4, and more likely showing off more stuff from the future movies. If you're into that sort of thing. And we got episode 1 and 2 of Dopesick. This is another FX Hulu show that Disney's releasing here, and it is the one new thing that will be released on Disney Plus Day here than in the US. So there's that going forward. This one I'm actually interested in watching, so there's that going forward. And we got our first ever Latin America Disney Plus show to be released in other regions. I cannot pronounce the name of this called El Atentoros. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it is a Disney Plus show in Latin America that's moving more of a global scale. And this is a new thing Disney has been trying to do with their Disney Plus shows outside of America and other locations. As there's even things about South Asia with anime that they might do later in the future. So there's that going forward. For the 17th of November, we have Marvel's Hit Monkey. This is the newest adult animated series from Hulu. And in Hulu, this will release all 10 episodes, while in here, currently it's unknown if it's going to be like with MODOK, given that it was made by the same people in mind from MODOK. But it could be also a thing where maybe Hulu will get all 10 episodes while we will get it weekly. Who knows what's currently planned? Maybe by December we'll find out if it's a weekly thing or it'll release all 10 episodes at once. But currently I'm very interested in this show as it's a very different. It's not a comedy. Well, it may have some comedy moments, but it's more of an action move series more than anything else. So I'm interested in seeing where Hit Monkey goes. We got episode 3 of Dope Sick. We got episode 3 of Family Guy, season 20 of Family Guy. We got episode 20 of season 18 of American Dad. We got episode 17 of season 9 of Last Man Standing. We got episode 7 of season 1 of Reservoir Dogs. We got episode 4 of The Premise. We got episode 5 of American Horror Story Double Feature. We got episode 15 of season 2 of Bless the Hearts. We got episode 14 of season 1 of Mixix. We got episode 9 of season 1 of The Great North. We have the first 7 episodes of season 1 of Mickey Mouse's Funhouse. This is another Disney Junior show that happens to star Mickey Mouse, and I think could be another show separate that continued on from the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse show. I don't know. It's still weird to think that Disney's only really using their mascot for all these preschool shows, but oh well. We got episode 8 of season 4 of Malcolm's Ladybug. We got episode 1 to 12 of season 2 of Grabby Diamond. This is a weird Disney Channel alien sci-fi thing that exists. We have episode 47 to 52 of Gangtrokerus, another Disney Junior thing. We got episode 9 to 11 of Disney's Magic Bake Off, the Disney Channel thing about baking stuff. We got episode 9 to 12 of Minnie's Bow Tunes, another Disney Junior thing about Minnie Mouse. We have season 1 of Night Stalkers. We got episode 1 of City of Dogs. We got season 1 of Vinnie Jones, Russia's Toughest. We got The State, which is a documentary film, I think. We got season 2 of Stranger Than Nature. We got season 1 of No Man Left Behind. We have this series called Anna, which I'm not sure if it's a documentary movie, a series, or there's not even much information about it. Like, this picture of Anna from Frozen is just because the name. I don't know what to place here. And we got season 1 to 3 of Region, the FX Marvel series that I don't know if this was cancelled because of the Disney merger or it was already cancelled before or finished before, but you'll have this series now on Disney Plus, so there's that. For the 19th November, we got Shook, which is another Disney Channel. I don't know if this actually is from Latin America or it's just a Disney Channel thing in general, but it's another movie, so there's that. We also have Adventure Through the Walt Disney Archives. This is a documentary about, the Walt Disney era of Disney in the old days. And I think this was a limited thing for a while, but now it's going more to a more nationwide thing overall for Walt Disney, these archives 50th anniversary. So there's that. We got Jaguar Beach Battle. We also got Little Giant, Water and Power, a California Heist, Ocean's Breath, Pandora Wings, The Next Mega Tsunami, Port Security Humbug, whatever, 1917 1 Year 2 Revelations, World's Biggest Tiger Shark, Hippo vs. Croc, Hawaii Sharks of Fire Goddess, what is these names? And Clang of the Meerkats, all National Geographic stuff. That's why I was just kind of going straight down the list for them. We also have Terminator Dark Fate. This is another film like with Face Off, where in the US, Paramount has the US distribution, while internationally, 20th Century Fox has it. So this will be the only Terminator film to be on Disney Plus, because all the other films have all got different companies involved in the product distribution. White's in that, so and as far as I can tell, I don't think Fox has or Disney has been involved in any of them, so you know, this is the only Terminator movie we have on Disney Plus, and it happens to be the bad one. Like, well, yeah, it's not 1 and 2, so that's why. We got The Family Stone, which looks like one of those romantic comedies, so it's Skippy. We got Flight Plan, which I don't know what this looks like, one of those action thrillers, I think. We got Kingdom of Heaven, which is another action fantasy film from Ridley Scott. So there's that. We got Love's in the Forecast, which I think I actually looked this when I get into clips for this. I actually think this was one I got from the Hallmark Christmas thing. You know, all the stuff they make every single year with no real change. I don't know, but it's there. We've got the 24th of November, starting off with episode 1 and 2 of Hawkeye, the newest of the Marvel MCU shows that Disney Plus has made. Based on, of course, Hawkeye, and I think continues on from the events of Avengers Endgame, I think. I don't know, it's it's another Marvel MCU thing, so it's a skip for me. We got episode 4 of season 20 of Family Guy. We got episode 21 of season 18 of American Dad. We got episode 4 of Dope Sick. We got episode 8 of season 1 of Reservoir Dogs, which is the finale of the season. Which there is a second season coming, probably in next year, so there's that going for it. We got episode 16 of season 2 of Bless the Hearts. We got episode 15 of season 1 of Mixix. We got episode 6 of American Horror Story Double Feature. We got episode 10 of The Great North. We got episode 18 of season 9 of Last Man Standing. We got episode 5 of The Premise, which is the finale of the season, I think. I don't know if this one is getting a second season or not, but, there's that. The Cole Show, which is more or less a show about a famous artist or something like that. I don't know. There's also Becoming Close Soul, which is a documentary film from National Geographic, so there's that. We got episode 9 of season 4 of Marvelous Ladybug. We also got episode 1 to 9 of season 5 of PK Masks, another Disney Junior thing. We got season 1 of Positive Energy, a National Geographic thing. We got season 1 of Predator Bloodlines. And we have seasons 1 to 5 of My Wife and Kids, which is, I think, a Fox show, I don't know. Now we have something a bit different. We have something for the 25th of November, being a Thursday, and that being the first episode of The Beatles Get Back. This is a kind of a mini-series documentary thing about the Beatles, and unlike other stuff, this one, instead of releasing a weekly, is going to be released for the next 3 days. So on the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we'll get the 3 episodes. Since on the 26th of November, on a Friday, we get the second episode. So there's that. We also have a Muppets Christmas Letters to Santa, which was a thing, I think, released on TV about the Muppets. So there's that. Puppy from Hanukkah. This is a Disney Channel music thing, whatever it is, I don't know. Buried Secrets of Coloma. 2000's Greatest Tragedies. Worst Weather Ever, which is, I think, was mentioned back in my October video, whatever. Blood Rivals, Lion vs. Buffalo. Heroes of the Mentalies, or something like that, I don't know. And The Kangaroo King, like I said, another National Geographic stuff. We also have The Black Swan, which I was actually interested in this movie, which is still an odd thing to see on Disney Plus, Disney have, but I'm interested in this. Angels Fall, a novel holiday. Oh, this was the one. This was the one from the Hallmark Christmas thing they do that Disney somehow has. I don't know if Disney actually had involvement in this, but who knows? It's the same, Hallmark Christmas shite you heard so many times. We also got The Walk from 1969, starring Sean Connery, so there's that. We have The Day After Tomorrow, which is one of those disaster movies made by the guy who worked on Independence Day, which I've seen before on DVD, so there's that. Garden State from 2004, which is, I think, a Fox movie, I think. I don't know. Big Trouble in Little China. I don't know if this is a sequel to... Oh yeah, I don't think it is. It's Escape from New York, and I think there's another film that was a sequel. I don't know. And we have Volcano from 1997, which is another disaster movie. So, there's that. And finally, for Saturday the 27th of November, we have episode 3 of The Beatles Get Back, ending this kind of mini documentary series. So that is that for November on Disney Plus and Ireland. A little bit lacking in some bits compared to October or December, but still filled with enough stuff like with Disney Plus Day. You got Family Guy, you got The Simpsons, and yeah, I have a few more Fox movies, and you got a lot more National Geographic stuff coming for those who are interested. So, with that, I'll see you guys until my next video. See you guys later.